on it, or
Yeah, we had, and I'll talk about the mid-year guys too. We had a good influx of mid-years that we've gotten, and obviously going. I think we had nine, 8 or 9, I think was right, and which is going to help shore up a lot of stuff. We needed some secondary guys, and I think we got 3 or 4 mid-years. We needed some linebacker, some rush edge guys, drop guys that can play backer and play down. We've got some of those at mid-year, and we got a couple of D linemen at mid-year, to be able to help us. And then, when we filled in very well, we think with what we got out of this group, and getting some younger guys, obviously, some high school guys to build a little bit of depth and over time, and mixed in with a few JUCO guys. Both very good players. Played on, obviously, a very good institution. Butler football is very good, and they're nationally ranked every year. And we've had some guys from there. I think the total now is up to, I believe, 7. That's what I saw on Troy's board out there. So
yeah.
we're, and we've got some good connections there, and they do a good job coaching. We know what we're getting when we get them from there. We think those two can come right in and be able to help us. Obviously, the JUCO guys, you feel they're going to pop in first, just age and maturity and things that they bring to the table. And a guy like Melton is a big-bodied guy, been at Purdue, been at Butler. Now we get him; he's an older kid, and he's a different type guy than what we got. He's 300-something pounds and 6'4", 6'5", and he's going to require some attention. Upshaw. Again, he's a guy he played at Middle for a year or two, and ended up at Jones, and he's a big guy too. Well, I think we got him on scales at 295 the other day, and he's 6'2", 6'3", and he moves around well. So he's going to bring a little bit different dimension than what we have. And then the ends, Braylon Williams is going to be a big guy. He'd be a guy who can play in or out. He's a 275-pounder, 280 right now. So he's going to be a strong side end guy, 3 technique. You can be able to move him around a little bit and do some things. And then the 2 high school guys, Peak and Statham, they'll be coming on because they're young, and Statham's can rush the passer. He'll be an edge guy, that can play on and off the line of scrimmage, and Peak's going to be a great kid for us, I think. It's not necessarily going to be we're going to make scheme changes. We're going to make personnel changes,
Yeah.
I think, to adjust a little bit to what we don't have as much of. Scheme-wise, not a problem. Whatever personnel you line down with is what you got. And you got to adjust your personnel a little bit and how you get it to be a little more multiple. Because the game's adjusting some, and we're going to adjust with it. We had a great run of having D linemen and having great D linemen, and obviously you ain't going to change your game plan when you got a bunch of great D linemen. But they're harder to get, and we hadn't fell on as many as we've had, and been lucky on that to have the great ones like we've had. And so we're going to a little bit different type body, and not adjusting our scheme, but changing the way we play people.
Still more of a 4-3 with a nickel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, it'll be the same thing. There'll just be a little bit different type bodies in there.
Just bigger linebackers, or
and just different guys on the edge, because one thing you're trying to create is pass rush. It's a spread out game nowadays, so you got to be up and on your feet to be able to spread out with everybody, and without having to adjust all your personnel all the time. So make yourself a little more multiple.